Welcome to a short video manual of HCL's parallel opto-tube balance compressor, Corvo. On the left side of the unit you have your signal level controls. And since Corvo is a parallel compressor in its core, first you have an unprocessed or uncompressed signal level knob marked as dry. Second knob, naturally, would control the level of compressed signal. This knob is marked wet. There is a zero mark on the knobs, which corresponds to plus 4 dBu, a nominal operational level of the unit. Set the knobs to 0 and you should be in a unity gain with bypassed and processed signals matching in level if no compression is applied. As mentioned, Corvo is a parallel compressor, so after applying some compression to the signal, you can blend uncompressed signal to add, for instance, some transients of the original program to a pumped and compressed sound. Just turn the dry knob clockwise to taste and get the sound you are looking for. And if the blend is over the top, you can easily control it by decreasing output level of compressed sound or a dry sound, depending on your sonic preference. Next to the right from the wet level knob is the high-pass switch. When engaged, it cuts off everything below 75 cycles from going into detection circuit of the compressor, thus leaving the lower part of your program uncompressed. Next switches to the right are compressor's mode of operation selection switches. You can choose between feed-forward mode of operation and feedback mode of operation, which effectively gives you two compressors in the same box. Vibe and feel of these are quite different, and having both on board gets you covered with virtually any musical material you will pass through the Corvo. One of two main knobs to control and operate the compressor is a ratio knob. Nothing fancy or complicated about it, you just select at which ratio your signal will be compressed by the unit. Then there is a threshold knob, and a cool thing about it is that it's exponential. You get 3 steps for each dB from 0 to -5 dB, which is like a half of the knob's range for a precise control when used as a regular compressor in tracking or mixing scenario. And then it goes from -5 dB to -eternity in the rest of the steps. Crank the knob up quite a bit to really squeeze the sound and get tons of sustain, and then increase the dry or uncompressed signal, and you get yourself a nice parallel compression scenario where Corvo really shines. Another pair of knobs would be compressor's timing control knobs, attack and release. These set the time in milliseconds on when circuit starts and ends to apply compression. For attack knob in mastering or mixing scenario, you may want to have it closer to slow marking, leaving more transients prior to compression. Or set it in a faster attack timing if you're tracking or need to even out the sound completely. Next to each timing control knob, there's a dedicated multiplier switch, which simply doubles the timing selected on each knob. Same principle applies to release timing knob, with the timing chosen the other way around. Slow for longer compressor operation and fast for shorter. LED buttons would be the bypass-in switch. They engage the compressor on a respective channel or put it in a hard bypass mode. Another LED button in the center is a channel link switch. Two parts on the very right of the unit are marked zero edge, and they do adjust the position of the needle in meters. They can easily be tuned by a small screwdriver or even by hand. A button marked power is a power button, and it does exactly what it says, turns the unit on or off. On the back of the unit there are your input and output XLR signal connectors. There is a ground lift switch for each channel. There is also a power input plug with a fuse and power markings. Please be sure to check those prior to plugging the device in. And that's it! Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching and have fun making records.